Welcome to Story Reckless. We are beginning our second campaign tonight of Monsterhearts, which I am going to MC. My name is Claire. My pronouns are they, them. Do you all want to introduce yourselves?
What's the order? Everything's chaos.
Sure. It's on screen already, so.
Hello, my name is Olive. I use she and they pronouns. Tonight I will be playing September Scott, who also uses she pronouns. Back in her day, pronouns didn't exist yet, so she doesn't really understand all this business.
Cool. Hi, I'm Enya, they, them pronouns, and tonight I'm going to be playing Ray Bakunella using he, him pronouns. And I don't think he really understands how pronouns work either.
We'll figure that out as we go along, maybe. So before we really get into this, I wanted to maybe give a few sentences of explanation as to what exactly Monsterhearts is and how we'll be doing this, because Monsterhearts is not nearly as well known as Dungeons and Dragons, and is quite different. Monsterhearts is a tabletop role-playing game that is about belonging and maturity and selfhood and change. I would say it is also about human and inhuman monstrosity and control and manipulation. This is not a game where the goal is to band together and defeat some great evil. This is a game about exploring interpersonal relationships. As such, I do want to give a general content warning for this game. I can't speak to anything specific because I don't know what's going to happen and I don't know what's going to come up. But we are going to be dealing with more immediately challenging content in this game than in our D&D game. That being said, we have done a session 0 and we all have safety tools in place. I feel that we're pretty well equipped to deal with whatever may come up ourselves, but just for you as audience members, keep your hearts safe. Okay, let's do this.
How do we play this game? It's a new game. First new game in like 4 years.
I'm not going to explain the rules because I want to actually play the game. But I trust you all have done your reading, and if not, well, we'll figure it out as we go along.
I took a screenshot of the relevant pages and everything.
Right.
So I can read as we go.
So we find ourselves in the town of Norwich in Virginia in 2011. This is a small town. It's only about 25,000 people, founded in 1725, back when Virginia was the outer edge of the colonies. Norwich was a frontier town, an outpost of white Anglo-Saxon civilization and a creeping finger of empire. Over the decades, as the wilderness was tamed, mapped, destroyed, parceled, and sold, it became a prosperous for some farming community, with outlying plantations worked by slaves, populated by God-fearing Methodists and Episcopalians. When the Civil War came and Virginia seceded from the United States, the area became the breadbasket of the Confederacy due to its rich harvests and good roads. What resulted was 4 bloody and destructive years, as dozens of battles were fought over the resources. Norwich itself changed hands over 50 times in those 4 years. When the war was finished and Black people stood free in law, if not reality, most chose to stay, working the land their ancestors cultivated in exchange for pittance. Today, Norwich has preserved its history, but certainly moved beyond the more sordid aspects. The large plantation is now a museum, garden, and wedding venue. A statue of a Confederate general stands in the downtown square, usually covered in protest graffiti, which is regularly scrubbed off. The oldest building in town, a surveyor's office, is on the National Register of Historic Places. The local high school sits on cultivated grounds, collegiate in appearance, thanks to the endowment of a Gilded Age judge. There is a sense of history here, and most locals take pride in their rootedness and ancestry, regardless of the color of their skin. The stories they tell of their forefathers and of each other's forefathers are radically different. For you all, it's late September, last block on a Thursday afternoon. You are all members of August Scott High School. Tomorrow is the homecoming game where the king and queen will be announced, and Saturday night is the homecoming dance. The weather is set to be perfect, the game an easy win. There's only one problem. Maybe. None of you have dates. So you are all in AP US History. The late afternoon sunlight is streaming in through the windows. I realize I need to see so many different things. Okay, Nathan, could you send us to the homeroom map, please? Thank you. And actually, Ashley, you're important here. Why don't you describe yourself? Oh, Nathan, are you muted?
Say everything you just said again.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Thank you, Cecilio.
Thank you, Cecilia.
That's so unfortunate. My intro earlier then wasn't recorded either. I'll do a quick. Yeah. Hi, I'm Nathan. He/him pronouns, and I'm playing Ashley Buchanan. So I will quickly do what I just did again. Ashley is sitting in just about the center of the classroom where she has a good view of just about everything going on, except for the back, which is fine because she has friends that can let her know of goings on in case anything interesting happens. But Ashley's sitting there right now, very focused on the lesson that's going on as best she can. And she is a very conventionally beautiful, I guess about 18-year-old girl. Round face, button nose. She stands at about 5'2" with a gymnast build and jet black hair that stands out against her fair skin. Her hazel eyes are always focused and seem to look right into your soul when she's talking to you. Currently, she's wearing a pink sweater with a white Peter Pan collar poking out the top, complemented with a white tiered ballet skirt and shining white tennis shoes. Everything seems to be very well put together, and man, the white shoes somehow don't look scuffed. It is remarkable.
Mr.
that
Hansen.
is, yeah.
Mr. Hansen is finishing up a lecture on the Bill of Rights. He is a very thin, overly enthusiastic man in his early 40s who genuinely has a passion for history that he often infects other people with. His classes are generally well liked, and he's able to both teach his material and keep on students' good sides and maintain control of the classroom, generally speaking. He looks around at all of you, pausing for a moment. I hate to do this right before the end of school, but I do have a pop quiz for you all on last night's reading. After that, you're free to go. I'll give you a few minutes head start of the rush. He starts passing out half sheets of paper as the class pulls out pencils and such. Ray, how are you feeling about this?
I'm fucked. I'm cooked. He's not been paying attention to anything. Ray's just sitting to the left of Ashley, between her two flunkies, slouched against the window and staring outside. And then he hears the class murmur and is like, I missed something. Oh God, what's happening? What's gonna happen?
What do we see when we look at Ray?
He is wearing a baggy, oversized, kind of reddish brown hoodie. Just the hood fully over, scruffy hair. It looks like bleached at home hair. It is straw. And it's still kind of orange. And he's trying to curl into himself kind of as much as possible, or like his fingers are like clenched into the desk. And the wood is like maybe a little bit splintered. It's like this has happened before. He's wearing cargo pants that can zip off into shorts. Yes. They are khaki.
Mr. Hansen places the half sheet on your desk and moves on to Alexis and then Ashley, just moving down the line until he gets to September.
Yes, and September Scott is a kind of mousy, but like tall and like very like symmetrical face, like kind of like shoulder length, dark hair, but like pulled back into like a really small bun. She's wearing a maxi dress, kind of like this dark floral print. It has a somewhat ageless or like classic quality to it that it's kind of hard to place, almost like it's from another time. But I don't know. She's been seen with the theater kid. She might have gotten it out of the prop department. Yeah, and she's not paying attention at all to this pop quiz nonsense. She is staring just like daggers / like just drilling into the back of Ashley, just very, very closely examining, like seeing like if she can see what's in Ashley's bags, like any sort of clue of like what's going on, and very pointedly ignoring Kenneth to her right. Yeah, but this pop quiz, it's nothing.
You take the nothing into your hands, and there's several minutes of silence, broken only by the scribbling of pencils, as you all take your quiz.
Can I just finish first, or do I need to roll for that?
No, you do not need to roll for that. Ashley, you finish first.
Yeah, and I think I very pointedly just set the pencil down, kind of breaking the silence, and then and cross my legs and just sit there waiting.
I think I think you hear kind of a snicker from behind you as Kenneth notes the putting down of the pencil. But
I just tell Kenneth without anybody knowing in my head. I tell Kenneth, "What, you find that funny?"
just think it's funny that you're telling everyone you've finished.
Oh, well, I'm also letting Mr. Hansen know, but it seems he hasn't noticed yet. I was trying to be polite.
Yeah.
How you doing over there? You need some help?
No, I'm doing just fine. You can tend to yourself.
Is she still looking at me?
Yep.
All right. I'm just going to flip my hair around and turn and lean to look right at September.
Head down, writing this like cursive, just like as soon as you start to move, like she shifts her attention. And she was just doing her task the whole time. There's no way that you could know.
Okay. Yeah, I'll kind of look her up and down, smile, and shift back and see what Mr. Hansen's doing.
He's writing at his desk. He seems to be paying no particular attention to any of you.
Okay. I will take a little piece of paper then and just write a little note on it. And again, I'll just make sure Mr. Hansen isn't looking. And I'll just very casually turn and pass it over and slide it onto September's desk.
Confusion, consternation, suspicion all pass over September's face. And she will take it very gracefully and just flip it open on her lap, I think. What does it say?
It says, "Enjoying the view?" ? And then it will say, "We should really talk. Maybe during
Crumple up.
lunch."
Just crumple up and take a breath.
Yeah, I think if you caught the last
Yeah.
bit, it would have said, "We should talk. Come sit with us at lunch."
Glance over at Kenneth. Is Kenneth watching?
Kenneth is watching this whole thing.
Oh, I don't
Just
like
like
that.
big, toothy grin on his face.
I give him a polite smile. And I am going to turn back to my test, which takes longer to write because I'm doing elegant cursive.
You do catch, September, that Josh next to you has seen this exchange of notes and is just kind of looking between the two of you, between Ashley and September, like clearly communicating that he has seen this, not saying anything.
Josh is nothing to me.
Everyone finishes, and Mr. Hansen comes and collects the quizzes. Or Ray, do you finish?
Hold on. Ray's just like finishing as Mr. Hansen's taking it away, and it's like, okay. And then snaps his pen. And ink goes everywhere.
Mr. Hansen, who I imagine has seen this before. Well, paper towels are over there.
Yeah. Ray gets up to go get paper towels and is kind of just, I don't know, trying to assess the vibe of the classroom. Like, it's a curve, you know?
That was not the plan, no. You are free to go, though. And everyone, that was kind of the general class, everyone is starting to like pick up their things, pack up a couple minutes before the bell.
Cool. Yeah, Ray is frazzled. he needs to be like outside, away from people, like as soon as possible. I think he tries to make his way to like his designated smoking spot, either like on a rooftop or in a kind of like little enclosed courtyard or something like that.
Yeah. This being Virginia, where there are actually 4 seasons, there's not as much outdoor space that is accessible during school hours. But I think that you can sneak out the back and up the hill a little bit to find a place.
Yeah, I just, however much time there is between that last class and, you know what? I don't know. Who cares? Maybe the next class. I'll just fucking skip it. This depends. Not gonna wolf out in front of everybody.
I did say earlier that this was the last block of class, so
Yeah,
you're done for.
cool. Just needs to. He's not like looking anybody in the eye, and maybe kind of is like sort of shouldering his way past anybody that comes near.
I, as we're all leaving class, can either me or my clique notice Ray sort of sneaking off to be by himself?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like he's making a secret of it.
Okay.
He cannot make a secret of anything.
And and I guess another quick thing, what does September do as we leave class? Because I think Regina and her clique are sorry, not Regina, oh my god, that's what I said. That's who I'm kind of basing this off of. It wasn't obvious, but sorry, Ashley and her clique are I think are some of the last to leave, just as they're kind of hanging out, probably waiting for Kenneth to finish. So I am curious if we see September leave or not.
I think September makes herself scarce pretty quick after that no interaction.
Okay. Okay. I think then I want to do 2 things. I think one, I want to try to catch September before she leaves. So I think as you are starting to bolt away, I'm gonna try to approach you and maybe like catch your arm if you're leaving quickly.
Yes, I think you would have to do that. Like,
okay,
stop her.
So yeah, I think as I'm kind of coming up behind you, I just call out, September, a moment.
Visible flinch, and then collects herself and it's like, yes.
Yeah, I must have. I think I was just so excited about the day ending. I realized that we're not going to have time for a lunch as the day is coming to a close. Would you have time to have a conversation at some point today? We were probably going to head over to the burger joint later. You can meet us there.
Okay.
Okay, it's a date then. We'll see you there.
Feeling trapped. You can see her like glancing around. She's like,
I think at this point the Cornelia, Eloise, and Kenneth are all sort of coming up behind and flanking around me as we finish this exchange. Don't worry, we'll all be there, including Kenneth. See you. And I'm going to turn and start walking in the direction that I saw Ray go. And I think the whole clique sort of in unison just sort of like flips and follows as I go.
Your clique, composed of Cornelia, taller and for a young woman, long blonde hair in a braid, very boho, like flowy skirts and small floral prints. Eloise, dressed rather similarly to Ashley in a what's that called? The cut off jean skirt, like acid wash, with a like pink and blue striped polo and sweater.
Wait, is the sweater tied over the top, or
It is, yes. It's like draped over the shoulders
Yep.
with the arm. Yeah.
Of course.
And Kenneth in a like bright pink Lacoste polo himself, and khaki shorts, flip flops as well.
Yeah. Okay. Still warm enough.
Still warm enough.
Okay. Yeah. As we're walking through the halls, going past all the I'm assuming it's kind of bustling as everybody's getting out of class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swimming with 1,400 other people here.
Yeah. I think again, telepathically to the whole clique this time. I also would like to go have a conversation with Ray. There's something I would like to talk with him about. Do you all want to join, or should I just meet you later?
Why, Eloise?
Well, I heard some things, and it sounds like Ray might have a little bit of a crush on Alexis, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of fuel that flame, see what happens.
All right, sure. Why not?
All right, Kenneth, Cornelia, would you like to join?
Sure. I mean, I do need to get to football practice here soon, but I have a few minutes.
Oh, yes, right. Well, we all need to go there. Actually, yeah, we also have to practice for the cheer squad. So, yes, we'll make this quick. Let's all go have a little chat with Ray. And yeah, I think we'll go find Ray if we can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, Ray, I guess you see all four of us. Where are you again? You said that he's up on a little hill or something.
A little hill.
Yeah.
I think there's a nice tree there, and he's like in the tree.
Oh, you're like up in the tree? Okay.
It doesn't have to be like Twilight all up in the tree, but I mean, just like hanging out in the bottom branches.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So
There's
yeah.
ants on the ground. Yo, I'm not sitting there. I don't know why I gave him a Philly accent. I'm sorry.
So you see, you see all four of us striding up the hill towards you. And I think I'll just give a little wave. Ray! Hi, how are you settling in?
Have we talked before?
Probably not. Let's say no.
He is just like looking at everybody sort of warily, kind of like assessing. And then this kind of turns away to blow his smoke out, and he doesn't ash his cigarette, but just keeps it there. Like, okay, settling in.
Yeah, definitely settling in. Been seeing you around football practice. I was wondering what your plans are for homecoming. You know, it's coming up tomorrow, this weekend, all that. So I was wondering if you have any plans. Are you going to be joining? It's a great way to get to know people at the school, especially you being new.
What happens at homecoming? Like, what do I need to do?
Well, usually you want to bring someone along as a date. There's going to be a dance, and of course there's going to be the crowning of the homecoming king and queen, which, you know...
And that's you, I guess.
Well, last year, yes. We'll see about this year. I don't really have a king lined up right now, but I just wanted to talk with you because I noticed that you seem...
Are you asking me out to homecoming?
No. No.
What, is that funny?
A little bit, yes.
What?
I mean, look at us. I just, anyway.
What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, we barely know each other, and clearly we run in different circles. We're into different things. That's what
You've been
that
seeing me
means.
at football practice.
Yeah, I see you around football practice. Yeah. And here, this is why I came to talk to you. I've noticed that you've expressed quite a bit of interest in Alexis. And I wanted to maybe offer some help.
Like what?
I mean, to use a simple term, I guess be kind of a wingman.
It just like takes a long drag of the cigarette, and it's like gone out, so he just lights a new one and thinks about it and like offers
Oh, no.
Ashley one.
No, thank you.
Do they just stand around you all the time?
They can contribute. These are my cousins, by the way.
Eloise just cackles in your head. Completely straight face on the outside.
Right, yeah, so I just hear her cackling, and she's just straight-faced, yeah. Yes, sorry, I don't know if you've actually met them all. Please, these are my cousins. It's a long story, but introduce yourselves.
Cornelia. Yeah, Cornelia. Eloise, the shorter, not as short as Ashley, long brown hair, actually sticks up a hand to shake yours, taking a few steps forward. Eloise.
He isn't sure where to
It's
put his
polite
cigarette.
to shake someone's hand if they offer it to you.
Yeah. He just puts it in his mouth and then like shakes with.
Oh, the cigarette.
puts her hand fully in his mouth. This is what I learned from dogs. No. Yeah, puts a cigarette just in his mouth and like shakes with the hands that he hasn't been smoking with.
Okay. She shakes and then kind of wipes it on her shirt after you let go. I'm Kenneth. I'm friends with Alexis, so if you want me to put in a good word, I'm totally down.
You're on the team together?
Yeah.
Look, I don't know all of this about like putting in a good word or anything like that. It's just I don't like Alexis. But if she wants to go to homecoming, I just want to get to know her a little bit.
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This sounds good. Why are you're just helping?
I like to know things. I like to know the people that are going here. I like to stay connected. I like to make sure that we have a good, strong community here. And you're new. What's wrong with being a little charitable?
Well, they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Perhaps. Well, we have to get going to practice. Maybe we'll see you there.
Yeah.
And if you would like, we can put in a good word. I know that Kenneth would be able to speak kindly and put in a good word if you would like that.
You do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
You don't even know me.
Well, we're getting to know you, aren't we?
But you won't go to homecoming with me.
Do you want to go to homecoming with me?
Yeah, maybe I do.
We'll see. I have my sights on a few others. Lovely meeting you, Ray. officially. Goodbye now. And I'll twirl and start walking down the hill towards the football field.
And the click follows.
And I think it is, Ray, it is like almost feels like a movie where the synchronization as we all twirl and leave is pretty impeccable. Like it feels like it could have been choreographed as we all move away. And we start heading back towards the football field.
All right. Kenneth splits off from you and goes to football practice, actually, and you all join the rest of the cheer team for the last practice before the game. What are September, what are you up to?
I would like to, having watched this interaction from afar,
Beautiful.
try to not corner Ray, but like find a time when Ray is isolated, and like come out from like behind like a corner or something where you were pretty sure that like nobody was there a minute before. So like, I don't know, after you're done smoking, maybe like walking out past the gymnasium behind it or something, you'll just hear a voice behind you that says, "Ray, is it?"
He kind of looks all around, like turns all the way around before finally clocking.
Like just right behind you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He steps back.
What did Ashley talk to you about? What did she tell you?
She just offered to just put in a good word. Well, for me with Alexis Brown.
I
Whatever that means.
wouldn't trust her if I were you.
Yeah? Why
They
not?
have a way of ruining homecomings.
They as in Alexis and her clique.
They as in Cornelia. Don't trust anything that girl puts her fingers on.
Ew. Cornelia, that was like the tall one, dressed all boho.
Yes.
I mean, you're just kind of boho too. Why are you?
I want to know what they're up to. It's nothing good.
Then go ask them. Damn, I'm not your go-between.
I
I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I don't mean to fucking yell. I'm not. Okay, there's just been a lot today. She just said that she'd put in a good word. That's it. I don't know what could possibly be bad about that. Like, what are you going to do with that? Yes, she gave me a bad vibe. They all gave me a bad vibe. Like, I don't know what it is. They just, it's like they're like little marionettes or something.
yes. You know, you saw it. Ray, I need some help. They want to meet me at the burger place after school, and I'm afraid.
What are you afraid of? You're already dead.
I don't. What?
You're September Scott, right?
Yes. It's. I don't know what you're talking about.
I read your obituary. It's on file in the public library. I went through so much microfilm.
Must be one of someone in my family tree. I come from a very large family. What you're saying is ridiculous.
Your dress is like vintage. But okay, what do you need help with? Why are you afraid?
I don't want to be alone with them. And I figure that perhaps you could come and keep an eye out. Or maybe word might get out why you were expelled from your last school.
What?
If we're throwing around allegations, I just want us to be on
Whoa, that
even
wasn't
footing.
an allegation, okay? I'm just about... Come on, don't do that. Look.
All right. Then show up at the burger place.
I was gonna fucking show up at the burger place anyway. You asked me for some help, and I'm not gonna let you be around there with that fucking creepy hot girl and her puppets. I wouldn't do that.
You're an odd one, Ray. I thought I had your measure, but I was wrong. I am sorry.
I'm trying to be better about this. Don't piss me off, okay? Don't fucking threaten me.
I'll keep that in mind.
You can tell other people that too. You can just let them know that I'm unfuckwithable, okay? Because I don't want to have to fucking prove it again.
We'll see. And I think September turns. Don't be late at the burger place.
Ray just like is ruffled and is like about to head out, but then decides like, fuck, I'm just gonna smoke a cigarette right here.
Are you still at the tree, or have you?
Like behind the gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the way to the football practice.
Okay. Yes, makes sense. Oh, excellent. Ashley, how does practice go?
Oh, I think practice goes. I think it goes great. I mean, I don't know. I can't see why it wouldn't, unless there's something that gets, some wrench that gets thrown into it. But yeah, we've been, the three of us, Cornelia, Eloise, and I, have been working on something really challenging for the game tonight that involves impeccable coordination to pull off. Some would say almost in perfect sync with each other to pull off. I don't know cheerleading moves, so I'm gonna leave it vague like that for now. But I imagine.
Question.
Yes.
Is your clique? Is the entire cheerleading squad composed of your clique?
So I thought about that, but we had already established some things with Kenneth being on the football team as a quarterback. So it's just, unfortunately, it is gendered, and it's all the girls on the cheer squad and Kenneth is the quarterback. Yeah. So yeah. But I know Bring It On. I think I have seen Bring It On. I just can't picture. I don't know the names of any of the moves, but I imagine there's some spinning involved. It's definitely one of those launching Ashley up in the air. She does some crazy gymnast spins, and the two of them catch her in a pose, and they all stand there looking great. Yeah. So unless something weird happens, I would say that we pull it off.
Nothing
practice.
Weird happens at practice.
Okay.
So probably around 5,
Mm-hmm.
all of you get off and can head to Lucky Jack's Burger Shack.
I will say during practice, though, when there's a down moment, I probably check in with Kenneth, and I say, "So, are you gonna talk with Alexis? I just think it would be really I didn't. I mean, come on. I think it'd be entertaining to
Ashley
see.
already did.
Oh, great. What did she say?
She was kind of vague about following up on it.
Okay.
I don't know if she's into it.
Okay. Okay. Well, maybe I'll have a little conversation with her then afterwards. I
Why do you
just
care so much?
I want to see what happens. It's like an experiment, right? I mean, Ray, what is going on with that guy? He's so weird. And then Alexis, first girl on the football team. I mean, it's like I feel like a chemist, you know? Like my mom yeah, sorry, like my dad. I'm just like my dad's into experiments, and I just feel like this would be an amazing social experiment to see what happens. Come on, Kenneth. And by the way, all in my head, I'm still just completely composed. Like probably this is down moment, drinking some water, you know.
So this isn't like you and LaShawn.
What? What are you talking about? Why would this be like me and LaShawn?
Just wanting to know. Just wanting to know.
How is this anything like me and LaShawn?
Well, you really were really into him for a while, and then that just kind of stopped suddenly. And
Well, yeah. I mean, look, it's senior year, okay? I know what's coming up. I know that couples that try to stay together after high school usually don't last. So I wanted to break it off early, okay? I'm ready.
really early.
What was that?
Really early.
Yeah, I don't like. Look, rip the Band-Aid off, okay? I don't need LaShawn. It's fine.
Never said you needed him.
Well, it felt like you were thinking that, and I would know. So, can I
feel cut off?
wait? Can I actually can I try and actually get specifics of what he's thinking? Because I can use my ability streaming to try to see if I can figure out exactly what he is thinking and what he thinks about all this.
Yes. How exactly does streaming work?
So I roll dark to gaze into the abyss, and let me see. If you try to hear specific thoughts, gaze into the abyss about it and add 1 to your roll. And I already have a 1 in dark, so I get to add 2 to this roll.
Right.
All right, so I will roll. And unfortunately, I don't have the dice roller. I'm going to go to the big screen so people can see that. So I rolled 5 and a 4, so it's a 9 plus 2. So I got an 11.
That is a success.
Yeah. And I think there is something specific about... Well, yeah, I just want to know what he's thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. Before he manages to shut the door on you,
Can this actually be me like holding the door open?
Yes.
And being like, hold on, and then
he liked you dating LaShawn because it meant that less of your attention was on him and the other two. He liked the little bit of independence that he got while you were dating LaShawn.
Wow, Kenneth. Okay.
Fuck off.
Yeah, okay. And I sever the connection.
You all convenient Lucky Jacks?
Yeah.
So 2 blocks from the high school, very easy walking distance, is Lucky Jack's Burger Shack, which is a restored 1950s sandwich and soda fountain. That's the term I'm looking for. Soda fountain place. It is the hot spot for the high school, particularly when school just gets out, but also like throughout the evening. It's relatively crowded right now. There's a jukebox, like a real one that actually plays songs when you put in a quarter. Red vinyl seating, lots of like sparkly chrome. Yeah, busy but not crammed right now. It's about 5. Who gets here first?
I want to say September probably goes straight there and then find some place to just like watch and pick her moment.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can absolutely grab something there.
we have to go after practice, so I imagine we're going to be getting there later than most.
Sure. I was thinking it's 5 now if you get out at like 3:30 or something.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so then, yeah, we'll be there shortly after 5.
Ray showed up kind of like almost halfway during practice and like actually sat on the bleachers, I think, for the first time. And occasionally left to like just like smoke a cigarette under the bleachers. And came back like a couple of times, and when everybody was leaving, he was like kind of made a couple of aborted attempts to like, do I walk with them? Do I not? And then finally just like decides fuck it and runs to the burger joint. So I think he gets there right before they do.
Okay. During practice, Alexis notes that you are there, and you see her. You know it's her. I'm sure she has a number. I have very little understanding of how football works, but you know her number, I'm sure, and are able to just kind of track her turning her attention to you and back again several times.
He it takes like monstrous willpower, but he kind of just does like,
and she turns away.
okay, gonna go smoke a cigarette. That's the cigarette break right there. That's
There
it.
we go.
I think, if possible, is Alexis going to Lucky Jack's?
Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, then I guess I don't know if does she get there before us? Because if she does, then I guess Ray and September would see her before we do.
Yeah, I think because you all are congregating first and Alexis is going straight to Lucky Jack's, yeah, she probably gets there soon after you do. Ray.
Yeah.
New names.
Okay.
Yeah, walks in, hair still kind of damp with sweat plastered to the sides of her head, kind of medium length brown hair, kind of an indifferent cut, wearing jeans and I think jeans and a like lime green tank top, pretty tight fitting. Sees both of you? Just you, Ray? Are you hiding, September? Or
Oh,
you...
yes, I'm absolutely hiding.
Okay.
Ray busts in there and is just like looking around for September. And he's like, I need to find her and sit down with somebody. It cannot look like Alexis here. And he can like smell her sweat coming up, and he's like, September, where are you? She smells really good.
September is a fly on the wall. Hard to see.
Oh, fuck. Wow, she's not even here. She's not even here.
Alexis
Okay,
avoids you, Ray, like is in line to order and is just like turning full body away, not staring at you.
Okay, I get it. I can take a hint. I can take that fucking hint. Puts on What's New Pussycat. And I think just stands at the jukebox for too long.
Alexis orders and then slides into a booth with several other football players. Clearly, like, finding safety in numbers.
The jukebox is like creaking a little bit, and Ray has to like take his hands off of it, and goes to the counter and orders a milkshake, and then stands in the corner. September, you have 5 minutes, and if you're not here when they get here, I'm just out. I'm leaving. If you can hear me, 5 minutes.
No response.
As soon as my milkshake gets here, I'm out.
I think at this point the bell rings as the four of us come striding into the place. Scan the room, immediately clock where Ray is, clock where Alexis is, where everybody else is, and then I'll just go up to order I think just some fries. To the counter to order the fries. Ray, are you still at the counter?
Yeah. I think Ray is like just getting his milkshake and is like, I should have abandoned the milkshake. Should have just ran.
Yeah. Okay. So after finishing ordering, I'll just slide next to you while I wait, and I telepathically tell the click, get us a booth, please, and then slide next to Ray. Hey. Any luck? Doesn't seem like it.
Luck with what?
What do you mean with what? I can spell it out if you want.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. How? It looks like things aren't going well with getting to know Alexis.
She's not meeting my eyes. She doesn't want to talk to me.
It's too bad.
I'm gonna bother her. She doesn't want to be around me. That's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. I mean, I can still go talk to her. I know Kenneth did at practice, but I didn't have time. You know what? I will. I'm gonna just talk to her a little bit.
Is
No,
now a
don't.
good time? You hear, and September once again, kind of appears out of nowhere.
Oh, hi, September. Wow.
Ashley.
A good time for what? Oh, you want to? Right, yes. Well, I was actually talking with Ray, and I was about to go do something else, but sure, yeah.
I'm here now.
All right.
Let's talk.
Sure. Do you want to have this conversation in front of Ray?
Looks over at Ray.
He's staring kind of angrily, like kind of gripping the milkshake, and it's like squeezing out a little bit. Just...
I'm sure whatever you have to say, Ray can hear.
Okay, if you insist, September. Well, I just wanted to check in because you seem to have quite an interest in me and my family. What's going on there?
Do you have something interesting going on?
Not really, but it was a little weird seeing you. Wouldn't
You're
you say?
hard to take your eyes off of. I think Minnie would agree.
Oh, I know, but you know, it's kind of rude showing up in somebody's bedroom uninvited.
Perhaps if you weren't so immoral and didn't have anything to hide, it wouldn't be an issue.
Moral.
with your bacchanalias,
Oh.
your looseness.
Uh-huh. Right. Okay.
September, roll to shut someone down.
I would love to roll to shut somebody down. How do you do that again?
Roll 2d6 and then add cold, I think. Yes.
Cool. I will do that. I have -1 to cold. And the fact that I have this string on Ashley about this Bacchanalia thing, does that affect this roll at all?
I think so.
I think if you choose to
I think
use
you-
it, right?
I think that was
add one.
that was a use. It's like I have deployed this in conversation.
Mhm.
Is that just +1 on the roll then? Or
Yes.
how does that work?
You add
Nice.
1. You roll,
Cool.
and so you would be at a straight roll.
Straight roll. Okay, great. Oh, that's a 5.
That is a failure.
Yeah.
You're slut shaming?
Yeah, I think I was slut shaming right there. I have drastically misinterpreted what I saw.
Okay.
And I think I probably said it like a little bit too loud. Saying, yes, I've read about those orgies.
September, I am going to give you the label prude.
Great. What does that mean?
It means that you are gaining a reputation in the area as a prude, as someone who does not understand or appreciate that sex and sexuality can be a thing one enjoys. Can be a thing that what other people engage in, even if you don't necessarily want to.
Oof.
I'm gonna immediately flip this back on September.
Please.
Careful, September. You're speaking a little loudly. Others might hear, and they might not think very kindly or good thoughts about you if I go into the details of our last interaction. Can I roll to shut someone down? Or no?
Yes.
Go for it. Let's go.
I just get a +1 to this. Okay.
Front row seats to this emotion.
Whoa, okay, I
Oh,
rolled
no!
an 11, so I got a 12.
Crushing me beneath your heel.
It's a full success.
Yeah, so I get to
Wow.
choose one from below. They lose a string on you. You already used your string on me, right?
I just used my string,
If
yes.
you have no strings on, if they have no strings on you, gain 1 on them. They have no strings on you.
You can gain multiple.
I could get it.
strings on
Okay, I could get
single
another
Yeah.
string. They gain a condition, or you take 1 forward. I'm just gonna take another string. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of just doubling down on this interaction we had and threatening to tell everybody about it. So
Glance over at Ray for help. You can see like panic starting to like cross September's face.
Is this it? This is all you're going to talk about? Come on. There's nothing else. Let's just get outta
Apparently,
here.
this is all September wanted to talk about, and it sounds like this conversation is over between September and I. So, September, I was talking with Ray. I think it's time for you to go.
Do I have to roll to run away? Because I would like to flee.
That's a move. Yeah, run away.
How does that work? Roll to volatile.
There you go.
I think Ray's also like, that was mean as fuck. No, we're both getting out of here, and
Oh.
yeah.
Ray, can I at least tell you the full side of my story before you leave?
You know what? September did just fucking leave me to. I almost said leave me to the wolves, but just fucking left me there to get. You saw that? You saw all of that? Actually, this is all that's what's happening in like Ray's head right now. Remembering, like, yeah, that was mean, but I was abandoned in my time of need. So you know what?
Yeah, let me tell you something about September. And before I go into it, did you want to roll?
I mean, I think I just run away. Like,
Okay.
I don't think there's anything stopping me. So I think I just like turn and like, yeah, run away with my tail between my legs, metaphorically.
Cornelia starts after you. September.
As that happens, just
Yeah.
I'm going to briefly to Ray. All right, listen. The other night, I woke up in the middle of the night, and September was standing over my bed watching me sleep. Okay? You think I would lie about that?
I wasn't going to suggest that, but like, it was her for real.
Yes. I don't know why she was there. And clearly she just wanted to come here and accuse me of being a slut, so I don't even know why she would say that. So if...
She get in?
What was that?
How did she get in?
I have no idea.
Do you have history with her?
I don't. My cousin Cornelia does. I guess they knew each other at one point. I think it was the school that Cornelia used to go to before she... It's... you know what? I may as well tell you, yeah. So, my cousins, they actually live with me and my family because their parents, unfortunately, they died when I was in about 7th grade. It was a car accident. So...
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. That's hard. But now they're with us. And that's why we're so close. So... But yeah, apparently Cornelia and September knew each other from their previous school that Cornelia went to, and I don't really know what the history is there. So, but I don't know why she was
Cornelia
in
doesn't
my
tell
room.
you everything. I guess that's it. That's the important part. You gotta get better locks.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose so. I'll talk to my parents about that. And, just between us, I wouldn't trust September. I think she's up to something.
Can you people just fucking talk to each other, like face to face for once? I'm done. I don't want any part of this at all. Don't talk to Alexis.
Okay, I won't. Well, I'm gonna go enjoy my fries. You enjoy your shake. I gotta say, it's been fun actually talking with you, so maybe we can do this a bit more. See you! And I'll twirl away.
You're so fucking annoying.
Do you say that out loud as I walk
Yeah.
away? I just
Yeah.
flash a big, toothy, bright smile back at you as I walk away, just like
Pushes the
flicking
door
hair.
open like way too hard. Trying to slam a swinging door.
It's unsatisfying.
Slam it again!
September, Cornelia pursues you into the parking lot.
I would like to try to lead her into an isolated place and then, I don't know, drop heavy things on her and lash out physically.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. Let's see what we can do here.
I would like to do grievous harm to
Whoa.
this person.
Whoa.
Grievous harm is one of your things, yeah?
I don't think so.
Wait, no? Okay, I'm thinking of something else.
It's just
I was just like, yeah, that sounds real.
Like
Wow, this got real intense.
Yeah, I think just like try to maybe like there's like little bordered off areas that dumpsters are in next to like fast food joints. I think I go into one of those and like probably crying. And if Cornelia follows me, I'm gonna like pick up something heavy and try to clobber her with it.
Yeah, I think she doesn't know exactly where you are, but you hear her out around the dumpsters. September?
Just weeping.
September? She edges into view.
Yeah, I think you just see like tears running down September's face, and September turns and says, "You!" And picks up something, and I'm gonna just try to hit her. I have a thing called what is this? Unresolved trauma. When something brings to mind your death, you choke up and gain the condition traumatized if you don't have it already. I think Cornelia specifically, like talking about like Ray brought up the fact that I may or may not be dead earlier. Probably should have triggered there, but I think it's kind of come to a head here, where like specifically Cornelia cornering me. Yeah, makes me think that I need to lash out, and I'm traumatized and attacking her.
Okay. Yeah, lash out physically then.
I can't believe you got the first one for that.
Yeah, I guess so.
What object are you grabbing? Like what?
I think. Let's see. I think a cinder block.
Okay.
Oh no!
I would drown her if I could.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
So this is volatile +1. That's a 7.
Okay. That is a conditional success.
Yeah. Oof. So let's see. On a 7 to 9, you harm them, but choose one. They learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. The MC decides how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self. I can see pitches for any of these. Oh, I choose which one of these.
2 or 3. 2
Hmm?
or 3. I mean, she knows your true self.
Or she learned something about my true nature. Like I was thinking, like I could like fly up or something and drop it on her. She sees that.
I could see that. Yeah. Yeah. What do you want here?
Yeah, I think I just give her a slight concussion and like fly off into the sky, sobbing. So she gets a string on me.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
rise up into the sky, floating,
Mm-hmm.
and throw this cinder block down onto her head.
Or at her, yeah. Is this? I mean, I'm not picking the MC. It's how bad the harm turns out. If that helps.
No, you're not. You're not. I'm trying to make some decisions here.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I came into PvP so soon, but that just went real bad, and then she got cornered.
I mean, you hit her.
Yeah.
You see the cinder block, like she's looking up at you. It falls right onto like her chin and her neck and chest, You see blood spurt everywhere. She screams.
Mm-hmm.
You're leaving?
Yeah, I'm gone.
Okay. People see you on your way out.
Ooh, I would like.
Can Ray be one of the people who sees? Like, he was going after September just to see, like, that was bad and I feel bad.
Yeah. You see you hear a scream,
Okay. Yeah.
and then see September flying through the air away from behind the back of the building.
And presumably can smell some blood.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Ashley, you and the rest of your clique feel it.
I think we all go like that.
Yes, and you feel suddenly like pain and an ache in your jaw and kind of the top of your chest here.
I think immediately just connect with Cornelia. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Pain, fear,
Just running,
bewilderment,
running outside.
no words. Yeah, you run. You know where she is.
Yeah. Go straight for her.
Yeah, you push past Ray
Mm-hmm.
and find Cornelia lying on the ground in front of the dumpsters, blood just pouring from her mouth and chin on the ground. This large cinder block next to her.
Yeah, I'm pulling her up into my arms and I'm just like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know.
What just happened? What?
September
Do I
attacked me.
get like glimpses of what happened?
Verbally and mentally, like it is shocking. Your whole body, your whole like system is focused on her words.
Mm-hmm.
Her emotions just rushing through all three of you.
Yeah. I think immediately just looking and trying to assess how badly she's hurt.
Right. Ray is like already there and is trying to push past again and is like, you have to put pressure on it, and is just like taking off his his hoodie and like putting pressure on the wound.
Yeah, where's the wound? Like where is she hurt?
Like her lower lip and chin are bleeding.
Just like road rash basically.
Yeah, and you Ashley can feel like your own jaw aches. There might be something a little bit more going on than just like a surface level flesh wound here.
I mean, I think I let well, no, actually, Ray, as you start to go towards her jaw, I immediately am like, don't, it's broken. Do not touch it. And I immediately grab my phone. It's 2011. I think Ashley has an iPhone. So
yeah,
pull it out.
Motorola Razr.
I just immediately pull it out and Jesus, yeah, I mean, I call 911. Like
totally.
I don't know what I call 911 and I immediately start to report there's been an assault at Lucky the burger place, Lucky Jack's. There's been an assault on my friend. Please, she's bleeding and her jaw is broken. We need help right away.
Yeah. The 911 call goes through. Probably an ambulance and a police officer arrive soon. I don't think we need to go through the whole rigmarole.
That's just fine. Yeah.
Ray dips before the police arrive.
Okay, yeah.
I think
Ashley, what does your clique decide to do in terms of accusing September or not?
Before that, I do want to, if Ray is starting to dip out, I just want to quickly grab Ray and just say, I'm going to say two things. I thank you for trying to help. Her jaw is broken, though. And I told you about fucking September. I told you. And then, yeah. What do the Click and I want to do about September?
Do you want to file a report with the police or not?
As we're kind of like going through her getting tended to by the paramedics, I think we're all, talking, right? Figuring this out. I would be curious to hear their opinions if you have ideas of what their opinions are.
Yes.
Okay. I think first, Cornelia would be the first one that I think we all check in with. Cornelia, the cops are going to be here soon. Are we pressing charges?
In your head, no longer speaking out loud.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen her in years.
Right.
Something's wrong. More wrong than I thought.
She's supposed to be dead, right? She's from...
Yes.
You knew her?
Yes. Vaguely.
Okay, fuck. People who saw her? Who saw her? It was you, and was it just you and Ray?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, fuck. Okay, maybe we shouldn't press charges. It could make things more complicated for us. My parents did the best they could to make sure all of our paperwork is official, but if we really start getting police and officials involved, I don't know. Are you
sure? This is Eloise. I mean, she fucking assaulted her.
Eloise,
she hurt all of us.
Yeah, but if people find out about all of you, it could ruin my parents. It could ruin everything. It could ruin everything that we have going. I don't know. I'm realizing now. I already said that somebody assaulted her. Look, Cornelia, you were the one that got hurt. You can just tell them I misunderstood. Something else happened.
What, did a cinder block fell off the wall up there onto her?
Fuck. Yeah, okay. Fuck.
How did it fall? A raccoon shoved it. There was a raccoon in the...
Yes. Yeah. So I assumed you had been assaulted because I came over and I saw the wound. I saw the cinder block on the ground. You could barely speak. But now you can tell the actual side of the story and say that you were going into the alley. Fuck, did Ray leave one of those cigarettes behind? I know you don't smoke, but just to sell the story, you could say that you were going back there to have a cigarette or something, and a raccoon knocked a cigarette. But that sounds fucking insane. But that's what we're gonna go with.
Fine.
Look, we gotta try something. I don't think it's not worth the risk getting the authorities involved with this. I don't want them poking around. I don't want them asking questions. We'll deal with September. I know we can all deal with September. We'll deal with her on her own.
She was flying. Who do you know who flies, Ashley?
It doesn't matter. That can be solved.
I think that Eloise is going to try and push into you.
Yeah, sure.
Does Eloise have a string on you, or is it just you having strings on all of them?
I don't do. God, do I have strings on all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know then. I don't think.
I don't roll. This is.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah. I can roll something if you want to, like. I mean, I can just. I can just roll Gaze into the Abyss for trying to block this.
All right.
And then I guess here's the question though. Do I get the +1 from the ability streaming? And then do I get an additional +1 because of the click being around?
I think
totally
inter-click stuff, you don't get the benefits of the click.
Okay. So just a straight roll?
Yeah, let's do a straight roll.
Okay. I rolled an 11 again.
Okay. Yeah, she can't get
But
in.
do I feel it?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Eloise, what are you doing? What do you want?
I'm trying to make sense of all of this. I don't want. Stuff's been weird enough already, okay? I don't want to try and like get involved with someone who can fly, someone who ought to be dead.
I can talk to my dad.
I just want to have a normal, nice weekend and not have to deal with this.
Yeah, and you know what's gonna make our weekend even worse is if we're dealing with police all weekend. So if we just blame this on the raccoon, then we can solve this ourselves.
Fine.
Also, one of us is gonna have to find Ray, and you know what? Ray might be able to help. Or at least, we can have Ray.
I mean, Ray's involved.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk to Ray, regardless.
Yeah.
All right. This was a fucking raccoon. As wild as it sounds, it was a fucking raccoon.
Okay.
There was a cinder block on the roof. You, Cornelia, went back into the alley. For whatever reason you want to say, I'm just saying it looks like there's one of Ray's stubbed out cigarettes there. Might be a good excuse.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
And you hear sirens approaching.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess. Does Cornelia go through with it?
Cornelia goes through with it.
Okay.
And she's taken to the hospital. Your parents are contacted. And I think that's where we're going to end the session tonight.
Holy
With
shit.
Cornelia in the
Amazing.
hospital with a broken jaw.
That immediately spiraled out of control. I had immediate
I love
regrets. But
It was good.
okay.
It was good. Assault and a frame jog. Raccoons already got bad rap.
Oh my god. Wow.
What?
Thank you for rolling with that, y'all.
Yeah,
No, that was-
absolutely.
Incredible. I mean,
Ugh.
I honestly, Ray is like so happy he's not the one who fucked up.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. That was
Well,
that was awesome.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, chat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks everyone for watching.
Thanks for coming back, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat.
Yeah, thank you.
I need you to go decompress.
Yeah.
Fair. We'll do this again next week.
Yeah. We're doing this again?
Yeah.
Oh my
We're not
god.
gonna leave it there, Olive.
We have to know how Cornelia recovers.
Yeah.
This time next Wednesday?
Yeah, Cornelia gets a Purple Heart.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Good night,
Okay.
everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.